Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, give me a reason.
What's up, everybody? It's Rev J again. The holidays have kind of come and passed here, and if you're like me, chances are you probably got some pretty cool shit over Christmas, whether it was for yourself or a gift from someone else. Now, I'm going to have a lot of videos coming up about some of the random stuff I bought for myself and for other people, as well as what I received this Christmas, but I wanted to start those off with a shoe find. Now, a lot of you guys have heard me talk about bitching about trying to get size 14s, and when you live in a major market, you kind of run into both sides of this. You either have access to the size but competition for it, or no access to the size, meaning stores just don't carry, 14, 15, whatever. Um, so I was up taking a trip to visit some friends, and I stopped by the local mall, just bumped into the Footlocker to see what they had lying around. And so I asked them what they had in a size 14 that might be sitting in the back. I was looking maybe for some KDs or some foams, anything cool sitting around. And usually when I ask this, I get hit with a bunch of fairly generic late release, the new Jordan stuff or whatever. But in this case, I actually got fairly lucky for me, and they went in the back and pulled out a pair of LeBron 11s. And they had a few different colors on the shelf, but they only had about two of them in stock, and I think the ones on the shelf really were nothing special, truthfully. But they pulled these out, and I was excited to see this. See if you can see the tag on the end there of the official colorway. And I won't dilly around too much here. It's the Terracotta Warriors. Now, I was jacked to see that it was the Terracotta Warriors. I had been looking for these right around when they came out at my local Footlocker, and they did not have any in a 14. They only had them in a 13, and there is a huge difference in fit between the 13 and the 14 on these. So, really think these are pretty awesome shoes. Now, I know there's a lot of controversy about, Bron not wanting to wear the 11s in game, whatever. I don't think we should make a big deal out of that. Let the man play in whatever's comfortable. If he designed a kick-ass streetwear shoe and it turns out it doesn't play great on the court, who gives a fuck? Let the man still sell his shoes. I mean, half the Jordans right now I would never wear on court, and plus all the lifestyle stuff and whatever. So I don't think we should be jocking Bron so much about that. Now, onto the shoes themselves. First of all, in terms of detail, this is a pretty awesome shoe. There's lots of little detail everywhere, and you can turn the shoe pretty much any direction and see something different. Now, to start with, you can see the sort of patterned gray on the toe. It's almost like a combination of sort of a Aztec blanket and a checkerboard. I'm not really sure how else you would describe that there, but it's extremely unique, and it does kind of offer a monochromatic look with the gray against sort of the more gunmetal or more silver that's on the body of the shoe. That silver itself does have a little bit of a texture, although it doesn't have a print or anything on it. And above that, you tend to see a lot of this sort of mesh material. Now, again, I don't know what they call it, but I do know that it has a lot of breathability to it. And the tongue and everything in there, the bottom, is very similar to the Freakzillas I showed you guys in an earlier video. It forms to your foot like a sock. It's a lot like what they use in the foams, and I think I might have even referenced the Browns when I was talking about them. Now, it also does use the lace anchor system that goes all the way down into the side of the shoe, so when you tighten them, it snugs down on your foot more like a strap instead of the standard top cross lacing like you would in a regular shoe. As we kind of rotate the shoe around here, you can see for the most part that checkerboard material on top of the gray mesh kind of prevails. But there's great little accents of this purple. And that too also has sort of a check pattern, a futuristic pattern in it. The flywire, that's called, by the way. The lacing system's called the flywire. And I was reminded of that because they're nice enough to put it on the side of the shoe. Probably a little small for you guys to see, but it's right in there. So, flipping the shoe over, when you look at the sole, aside from the actual sort of interesting pattern that the sole is made out of, the center of the arch has this very cool signature print, sort of a combination of an Aztec blanket and sort of a futuristic look. And what's really interesting about these is they are extremely, extremely stiff. Now, I'm not going to flex the crap out of them, but they do not bend easily, and especially when comparing them to a lot of like well, let's say the toe boxes on the new Jordans or the Air Force Ones, they would crease in seconds. These things, I don't know how you're going to manage to crease these. I'm sure it's possible, but it's probably not very easy. Construction-wise, they remind me a lot about all the different versions of the foam-posite shoes, either the Hyperposites or the regular foam ones or whatever. It's that very sort of firm plastic bottom, holds your foot really well, provides an incredible base. Now, one of the other things to mention is the interior for a couple of reasons. Now, aside from the fact that it's sort of the cool matching material that matches the center of the arch support, the actual footbed itself is extremely thick. And so I'll go ahead and pull it out and show you exactly what I'm talking about. Now, on a lot of shoes, a thick insole is somewhat normal. Skate shoes and stuff tend to have a lot of them for cushion. Whereas a lot of the running shoes just have a thin little insole, and I think half the people replace those. Now, on these Lebrons, and these are really, really freaking hard to get out of here, by the way, because of what I'm about to show you. Whew. There we go. That is the insole on the Lebron 11. Now that right there is over an inch thick, probably close to 1.5 inches thick at the back plate. It does have this sort of foam reinforced center section here in the middle. You can see there where it's injection molded up towards the top. It's extremely cushy. It's cool that it's color match. It's the full length Nike Zoom insole there, if you can see the side. They got enough width to them. They aren't the widest shoe on the planet because, like I said, that flywire system and sort of that sock material does hold your foot in pretty good. But again, the benefit of that, you don't go sliding out of them like you do with some of the skate shoes. Overall, I think they're really cool. I think this is a really unique colorway. I definitely wanted to pick it up. I actually just picked up some other stuff to go with this, and I think I'm going to show you guys a sneaker fit, sneaker fit. Can I use that? Is that copyrighted? I don't know. So, giving you guys the details, let's go ahead and take a look at how these sit on foot.
The hustle changed now, the grind is so different. Same niggas you be with, the same niggas snitching. How you hustle for 4 years, got knocked 10 times, and you out here hustling, still on your grind. And everybody
I showed you on foot, showed you some close-ups of them. Hopefully you guys are noticing an improvement in some of the video quality and lighting. I'll test that in a new video, but I did pick up some new lighting gear and I wanted to try it out here first. I got more shoe reviews coming up, more cool stuff I got around Christmas here. There will be more car stuff. I know you've been asking for it and the winter sucks and I really haven't had a chance to do it, but I will get something going for you guys. That being said, as always, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time on REV.
Give me a reason.